Today we're diving into one of the most anticipated middleweight ADV comparisons of 2025, the Yamaha Tenere 700 versus the Aprilia Tuareg 660. These bikes are rally-inspired, off-road capable, and built for epic adventures, but they cater to slightly different riders. So which one's right for you? We're breaking it down in this head-to-head comparison, covering design, performance, electronics, off-road prowess, on-road comfort, and value. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Let's roll. First, let's talk about what these bikes are all about. The 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700, or T7, is the king of purist adventure riding. It's a no-frills, rugged machine inspired by Yamaha's Dakar rally legacy. The Aprilia Tuareg 660, on the other hand, brings Italian flair to the middleweight ADV segment, blending modern tech with off-road capability, and it's named after the nomadic tribes of the Sahara. Both bikes scream adventure, but their design philosophies are distinct. The T7's look is iconic. That rally-style front with 4 LED headlights and a minimalist windscreen gives it a tough, utilitarian vibe. For 2025, Yamaha refined the fairings and added a fixed tank cap for practicality. The dash? Still that retro monochromatic LCD, which feels a bit dated but gets the job done. The Tenere's ergonomics are spot-on for off-road, with a slim profile and a seat height of 34.4 inches, though taller riders might love the optional rally seat for extra comfort. The Tuareg 660, meanwhile, is a bit more futuristic. Its 3-piece LED headlight setup and sleek fairing make it stand out. Some say it looks like a spaceship, others love its bold style. The 2025 model keeps the same sharp design, with a 4.3-inch color TFT display that's crisp and modern. At 33.9 inches, the seat height is slightly lower than the T7, making it more accessible for average-height riders. The Tuareg's tank feels more grippable when standing, which is a plus for technical trails. Weight-wise, the T7 tips the scales at 464.8 pounds with a full 4.2-gallon tank, while the Tuareg is slightly lighter at around 450 pounds with its 4.75-gallon tank, though some sources claim closer to 462 pounds when fully fueled. Both bikes rock 21-inch front and 18-inch rear spoked wheels, perfect for off-road grip. Design winner? It's subjective. The T7 is rugged and classic. The Tuareg is sleek and modern. Which one's your vibe? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's get to the heart of these machines, their engines. Both bikes use liquid-cooled, parallel twin engines, but they deliver power differently. The Tenere 700's 689 cubic centimeters CP2 engine is a proven gem, borrowed from the MT-07. It pumps out 73 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 50 pound-feet of torque at 6,500 RPM. What makes the T7 shine is its torquey low end, perfect for crawling over rocks or blasting out of tight hairpins. For 2025, Yamaha added ride-by-wire throttle, which smooths out power delivery, especially in off-road scenarios. The 6-speed gearbox is slick, and fuel economy averages around 40.1 miles per gallon, giving you a range of about 168 miles. The Tuareg 659 cubic centimeters parallel twin, derived from the RS 660 sport bike, is tuned for adventure with 80 horsepower at 8,250 RPM and 51.63 pound-feet of torque at 6,500 RPM. That's 7 more horses than the T7, and it feels livelier in the mid-range, making it a blast on open trails or twisty roads. The Tuareg's gearing is 10% lower than its sportbike sibling, optimizing it for off-road traction. Fuel economy is slightly lower at 37.2 mpg, but the larger 4.75-gallon tank gives you a range of about 176 miles. The gearbox is smooth, and an optional quickshifter adds seamless shifts for those who want it. On paper, the Tuareg has the edge in power, but the T7's low-end grunt makes it feel just as potent in real-world riding. Both hit a top speed around 124 miles per hour, so neither is a slouch. If you crave raw torque, the T7's your pick. If you want a bit more top-end zing, the Tuareg's got you covered. Here's where things get interesting: electronics. The T7 has long been the back-to-basics champ, but 2025 brings some upgrades. The Tuareg, meanwhile, is packed with tech. Let's break it down. The 2025 Tenere 700 finally gets ride-by-wire, traction control, and 3 riding modes: sport, street, and off-road. This is a big leap from the old T7, which only had switchable ABS. You can fully disable ABS for off-road, but if you use the kill switch or turn off the ignition, it reverts to street mode. The new traction control is adjustable, but it's basic compared to premium ADVs. No cruise control or fancy TFT here, but for purists, the simplicity is part of the charm. The Tuareg 660 is in another league electronically. Its Aprilia Performance Ride Control or APRC includes 4 riding modes: urban, explore, off-road and individual, plus adjustable traction control, engine braking, and 3 ABS settings: full-on, off-road, rear disabled, and fully off. Unlike the T7, the Tuareg remembers your ABS settings even after turning off the ignition, which is super convenient. Oh, and it has cruise control as standard, a godsend for long highway stretches. The quickshifter is an optional extra, but it's a game changer for spirited riding. The Tuareg wins the electronics battle hands down, with more customization and rider aids. But if you prefer a less intrusive setup, the T7's new tech strikes a nice balance without overwhelming you. It's about what fits your riding style. These bikes are built for the dirt, so let's see how they stack up off-road. Both are rally-bred, but their approaches differ. The Tenere 700 is a beast off-road. Its KYB suspension offers 8.3 inches of front travel and 7.9 inches rear, with adjustable compression and rebound but no fork preload. With 9.5 inches of ground clearance and a double cradle frame, it's rock solid on gnarly trails. The T7's 62.8-inch wheelbase adds stability, but its turning radius is wider, about 2.5 feet more than the Tuareg's, which can feel cumbersome in tight spots. The Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires are decent for mixed use, but serious off-roaders might swap them for knobbier options. The Tuareg 660 is no slouch either. Its Kayaba suspension boasts 9.4 inches of travel front and rear, fully adjustable, and 9.4 inches of ground clearance. The tubular steel frame, with the engine as a stressed member, keeps things rigid yet light. The Tuareg's 60-inch wheelbase and 26.7-degree rake make it more agile, especially in technical sections. Its Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires are identical to the T7's, but the Tuareg's lower center of gravity and balanced weight distribution make it feel nimbler. One downside: some riders report the front brake can be grabby off-road, and the stock seat might feel firm on long rides. In the dirt, the T7's stability shines on fast, open trails, while the Tuareg's agility makes it a blast in tight, technical stuff. Both could use a chain guard for extreme conditions. Our tests showed the Tuareg popped its chain once on rocky ledges. If you're a hardcore off-roader, the Tuareg's extra suspension travel and lighter feel might give it a slight edge, but the T7's proven reliability keeps it in the game. Adventure bikes aren't just for dirt, they need to handle pavement too. Let's see how these two fare on the road. The Tenere 700 is solid on road, but it's not its happy place. The 2025 model's new riding modes smooth out throttle response for street riding, and the suspension soaks up bumps well. However, the stock seat is firm. Some riders call it a plank after a few hours. Wind protection is minimal, and without cruise control, long highway stretches can be tiring. In the twisties, the T7's stable chassis and torquey engine make it fun, but its 27-degree rake means it's less flickable than some competitors. The Tuareg 660 feels more at home on pavement. Its shorter wheelbase and steeper rake make it corner like a dream, and the extra horsepower adds excitement in the canyons. The suspension is plush yet controlled, and the seat is comfier than the T7's, though still firm for all-day rides. Cruise control is a lifesaver on highways, and the fairing offers slightly better wind protection, though it's not perfect. The Tuareg's electronics, like adjustable engine braking, let you dial in the perfect road setup. For long-distance touring or spirited road rides, the Tuareg takes the crown with its tech and agility. The T7 is no slouch, but it's better suited for riders who spend more time off-road than on highways. Let's talk about money. Pricing is a huge factor, and these bikes target different wallets. The 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700 starts at around $10,799 in the US, though prices vary globally, like 669,000 peso in the Philippines or 69,988 ringgit in Malaysia. It's a stellar value for a reliable, off-road-focused ADV, especially with the new electronics. Aftermarket support is massive, so you can customize it to your heart's content. However, you might need to budget for a comfier seat or windscreen for touring. The Aprilia Tuareg 660 is pricier, starting at about $12,999 in the US, or 750,000 peso in the Philippines and 75,900 ringgit in Malaysia. That's a premium for the extra tech, like cruise control and advanced rider aids, plus the optional quickshifter. The Tuareg's modern design and versatility justify the cost for some, but it's less budget-friendly than the T7. Reliability-wise, the T7 has a slight edge based on Yamaha's track record, though the Tuareg has proven solid so far. Value-wise, the T7 is hard to beat for budget-conscious riders who prioritize simplicity and durability. The Tuareg's higher price gets you more features and a more polished on-road experience, but it's a tougher sell if you're all about off-road bang for your buck. So, which bike wins? It depends on you. The 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700 is the purest stream, rugged, reliable, and now with just enough tech to keep up with the times. It's the go-to for hardcore off-roaders who want a bulletproof companion at a killer price. The Aprilia Tuareg 660, though, is the tech-savvy adventurer's pick, lighter, more agile, and loaded with electronics that make it a blast on and off the pavement. It's pricier, but you get a more refined package. If your adventures are mostly dirt and you want to save some cash, grab the T7. If you split your time between trails and tarmac and love modern tech, the Tuareg's your ride. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either. These are two of the best middleweight ADVs out there. What do you think? T7 or Tuareg? Drop your pick in the comments, and let's get the debate going. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your riding buddies, and subscribe for more motorcycle content. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and ride safe. Peace out.